Hello, and thank you for joining us here on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Welcome to the 2018 Miracles of Christmas Preview Special. I'm Candace Cameron Bure, and I am delighted to be your host. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and when most people slow down and celebrate what matters most in our lives. One of our favorite family traditions is snuggling up together to watch heartwarming Miracles of Christmas movies. And speaking of snuggling, Happy the dog will be here with me for all the festivities. The films that make up Miracles of Christmas feature inspirational stories, big-name stars, and a spirit of the season that will stay with you well beyond the new year. Starting Friday, October 26th, there will be 15 brand new Christmas movies airing on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, and 22 originals on Hallmark Channel this holiday season. We've got so much in store for you tonight, so let's dive in. The third installment of Father Christmas, Marrying Father Christmas, starring Aaron Krakow, Niall Mater, and Wendy Malick, continues the story of Miranda and her fiancé Ian as they plan their magical winter wonderland wedding. Here's a sneak peek.
Now, what about the service itself? What do you have in mind?
Well, we'd like to keep it simple. Really just an opportunity to include our friends and family in our celebration. We've written our own vows.
How's that going?
Good, well done.
Really?
Aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, practically. I have some tweaking to do, but yeah, good.
I understand from Margaret there may be a change in venue, the Whitcomb home instead of your cottage.
Well, we haven't exactly decided yet,
Christmas is in 4 days.
and it's at the top of our list.
Let's check out another scene from Marrying Father Christmas.
Oh, by the way, I heard from another of James' friends this morning.
Really?
Yeah, Thomas Reed, an old fellow actor. He said he'd love to come to the wedding.
Oh, you invited him too.
I did it again, didn't I? It's just that I am so excited about this wedding and about you and the fact that you and I can do this together.
Well, I think it's so wonderful that they can come. I'm not sure there will be enough room at the cottage.
So you're exactly right. I mean, that place is too small, but I think that I have a solution.
You do?
Why not have the wedding at Peter and Ellie's house? And we can put up a tent on the back lawn, and that way you'll have plenty of room. Oh, your father and I just had the most wonderful parties there.
That's...
Just think about it, okay?
I will.
Now let's take a look behind the scenes with this amazing cast.
Hey everybody,
Hi,
I'm Niall Mater.
and I'm Aaron Krakow. Welcome to the set of our latest Christmas movie,
Marrying Father Christmas.
Christmas.
We both did the same thing.
I am so excited to be back for Father Christmas #3, Marrying Father Christmas this time. It's been a special project to be a part of. We're filming the wedding today.
They're finally getting married, and it's perfect that they're getting married during the holidays at Christmas because that's when they met.
How'd it go with your dress?
You'll just have to wait and see.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm Wendy Malick, and I am Margaret Whitcomb. In Carlton Heath, this is the equivalent of the royal wedding. Seriously. People are out of their minds around here. The fact that these two have finally been able to get it together, they could not be happier.
What do you think?
Oh, you look absolutely breathtaking.
The thing that with Ian in this one that kind of caught me off guard was how much trouble he has in writing his vows.
When you came into my life, something changed. Things changed.
What you doing there?
Nothing.
Okay.
Now that I've settled into it, I'm like, okay, no, it's great that he's having a hard time because he just loves somebody so much he's not sure how to put that into words. And it has really grounded me as an actor. I'm able to, hi.
Oh, I didn't even get you at all.
It's because I'm grounded as an actor. That's why.
We've had a really good time creating these movies. a really good time. Like, so many good times, a lot of laughter.
Last night we were laughing so hard that our cheeks hurt by the end of the night, and that's a wonderful way to spend a day.
She said she wanted a little more time to herself. But it's almost time.
I think we can give her another minute.
I'm so glad that people have loved getting to know this couple as much as they have. It's a great joy and a very fun celebration of love.
Thanks for joining us on set, everyone. Whoa, that was in unison.
Super in sync.
We know you're going to love Marrying Father Christmas this holiday season on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Christmas is about creating special family traditions and memories. But Christmas can be hard if you find yourself far away from familiar faces. In this next story, a decorated U.S. veteran returns home from her tour in Afghanistan and gets stranded in the town of Rivers Crossing. It's just a few weeks before the holidays, and she's not feeling the Christmas spirit just yet.
Don't you think you might be overdoing this Christmas thing a little bit?
Overdoing? Didn't I tell you my motto?
No, I don't believe you did.
You can never, ever have too much Christmas.
Is that right?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I am on my way to my mom's to decorate her house. You want to join?
Seriously, Joe, what's with all the decorations?
Well, probably because my dad loved Christmas. It was by far his favorite holiday. And he always did up the house in a major way. And now that he's gone, I try to carry on that tradition. And it makes my mom happy.
I hope you two are hungry. Lunch is ready.
Famished.
Here's a clip from A Soldier's Christmas.
Uncle Joe! Uncle Joe! Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Did I die and go to heaven?
Very funny.
You look adorable. What's it for?
She's the lead in this year's Christmas play.
It's called Heaven Can't Wait. It's pretty funny.
Well, we can't wait to see it, but right now I have some Christmas business that I need to take care of. You think you guys can stay out of trouble while I'm gone, especially my little angel here?
It might help if we had some caramel corn to keep us occupied.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Joe. Caramel corn is an excellent idea.
Caramel corn all around. And get some for your brother, too. Where is Tyler, anyway?
He's with Mom and Uncle Roy. They've teamed up for the candy cane hunt.
Oh, fantastic. I hear Caramel Christmas Crunch is the way to go.
Okay, see you later.
See you guys later.
I think I'm the only person in this town that can't skate.
Oh, what do you mean? You're doing great.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, at least there's room for improvement. Well. Who's that?
Hi, Joe. I was hoping I would see you here.
Hey, Marnie. How are you?
I'm great. Back home for the holidays.
Yeah, I heard. I ran into your dad. Marnie, this is my friend Grace. Grace, this is Marnie.
Hi, Grace. So nice to meet you. Oh, sorry. Just a little, wobbly. Don't worry. You'll catch on. Do you mind if I steal Joe for a quick second?
Well,
She won the Junior Olympics figure skating in high school, but can play hockey with her Christmas cookies. Can't bake a lick.
And speaking of Christmas, I'm so glad to have my friend Happy the dog here today. Happy the dog and Happy the cat were adopted in 2015 by Crown Media, and they are our ambassadors for Adoption Ever After, the company's shelter pet adoption program. They each star in original movies and specials with the goal of reminding everyone that you too can find the love of your life at your local neighborhood shelter. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Miracles of Christmas on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Welcome back to the 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special here on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. We've got so much more to share, so let's keep going. Based on the best-selling God Winks book franchise, this story follows Paula, who is at a bit of a crossroads in her life, surprised to find new emotions grabbing hold of her. Starring Kathy Lee Gifford, Kimberly Susted, and Paul Campbell, here's a clip from A God Wink Christmas.
It was nice to meet you, Paula.
It's nice to meet you too, Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to severe fog conditions in Nantucket, flights have been canceled until further notice.
Fog?
I heard it on the radio.
The weather strands Paula overnight, and she's surprised by her feelings after spending time with Gary. Watch this.
We went for a walk last night. Yeah. And the way the Christmas lights sparkled on the water was so beautiful. He wanted me to stay.
Uh-huh. And did you want to stay?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I didn't tell him that I was engaged.
Well, you're not wearing your ring. Are you still engaged to Daniel, honey?
I love Daniel. I do.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to marry him, and I said yes.
I know what you need right now. You need a great walk with a fabulous aunt. And I happen to know one personally. Come on, let's get some fresh air. No, but when I married your Uncle Mike, we made a promise to one another. So when he got the job offer to come here to Nantucket, well, it's like a big old leap of faith for us.
I don't know how much you miss him.
Every day. But you know what? When things like that happen, big things like moving across the country, you know, it's important to try to see things in a different light.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes God does not speak to us in a voice that we can hear. Sometimes God winks.
Mom always talked about God winks.
Yeah, well, we grew up that way, and we knew that when things happened to us that we didn't understand, it was really a way of getting our attention and moving us, guiding us onto the right path, you know, a better one.
So you think everything that happened this weekend is God winking at me?
And that's why they call it Miracles of Christmas. Let's pay a visit behind the scenes of this beautiful story.
My name is Kimberly Susted, and I play Paula Mayer.
My name is Paul Campbell, and I play Gary Conover.
Hi, I'm Kathy Lee Gifford. I'm playing Aunt Jane in the new Hallmark movie called A God Wink Christmas. It's a beautiful, true story. I promised you a great weekend, and I'm going to give you a great weekend.
I've never been to Martha's Vineyard.
You're going to love it.
It's based on the book written by Squire Rushnell and Louise Stewart, and it's the story of their good friends.
Paula and Gary, these two actual people
who run the Charlotte Inn in Martha's Vineyard.
It's basically their love story.
Should I get another cab?
You mind giving her a lift?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
I'm headed that way anyway.
And this might take a while.
Are you sure?
The story is They were sort of brought together by these extraordinary circumstances.
A lot of things had to kind of line up for that meeting to happen.
All flights are canceled until tomorrow. I'm staying at the Charlotte Inn. That place is booked months in advance. I guess I got lucky. They had a last-minute cancellation.
It's a very improbable series of events that come together for two people to actually have the opportunity to get to know one another.
Godwinks. Oh, you work here.
Technically, I own the place.
A Godwink is a new word in the language for one of those experiences that you just know couldn't possibly be a coincidence.
I went to the University of Pennsylvania.
So did I.
What?
And they met through amazing Godwinks.
They were just sort of meant to be.
How many things had to happen in just the right ways at just the right time so that you and Gary could get to know each other? It's kind of miraculous.
I think if this movie was trying to convey any message, it's listen to your heart.
There's a great line in the movie where Aunt Jane says,
Only you can figure out what happens next, honey, and it's not going to happen here. It's got to happen right here, in that beautiful heart of yours. I really hope that people start looking for the Godwinks in their own lives.
Hey, Mark.
A Godwink Christmas premieres Sunday, November 18th at 9. Part of Miracles of Christmas on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Okay, we've got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and a reindeer farm. In this story, Zoe is a pilot working towards her lifelong dream of owning a plane. But her plan is thrown off course by something unexpected. Starring Ashley Williams and Corey Sevier, here is Northern Lights of Christmas.
Hi, Holly. Oh, I remember when Gus and Ida found her. She just lost her mother and they bottle fed her. She must be 15 years old. Now you missed her. Never met you before.
Oh, that's Palmer. Gus got him last year. Alec has been taking such great care of both reindeer.
Oh, quite an entrance. Are you going to introduce me or should I introduce myself?
Zoe Hathaway.
Hi.
Meet Alec Lynn.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've heard such good things about you.
I've heard about you too. Well, I don't mean to be blunt, but you staying or selling?
Actually, I'm selling.
Well, it was nice to meet you. If you'll excuse me, I have a fence to repair. Palmer keeps getting out.
Bye. We'll have a partnership.
Can't be a partnership.
Of course we can. We'll work together to find the perfect buyer for this place. You'll be an important part of the decision.
But you hold all the cards.
All right. So I'll give you an ace. If you stay until this place sells, I'll give you 10%.
It's not about the money.
And I promise to listen to whatever you have to say about the buyer. If you think I'm selling to the wrong person, tell me. I'll listen. I'm a very good listener.
Sure are a good talker. If you ever get tired of flying, you could go into sales.
Well, you're a tough customer. What do I have to do to seal this deal? Throw in a toaster?
Can Zoe and Alec find happiness in the most unlikely of circumstances? Maybe this will give you a clue.
And now there's something about this ranch, it almost feels like
home.
Yeah. Which is strange because home's a word I never thought I'd care about, but maybe I do.
You know, I feel the same way. Brock and Anya, I think they think I lead this glamorous life, but actually it can be a little lonely.
Really? I figured you had loads of friends.
No, I do. I do. I mean, no one as close as Anya. She's like family. But I guess in Aurora, it's hard to be lonely because I know everybody and everybody knows me.
Yeah.
To Aurora.
To Aurora.
Stick with us. We've got much more to come with our 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special.
My dad had a workshop when I was growing up, and I started hanging out with him in the workshop. By the time I was about 10 or 12, I liked to make as many Christmas gifts as I could, and I started making jewelry boxes. And my mom still has everything that I've ever made her. I made these like 3D wooden pictures for her, and it was like, it just says Mom, it's cut out of wood, and it's a wooden picture of her with like sawdust glued in as her hair, and she has it, she's displayed that on her wall in her bedroom for like 35 years. She's had that thing up, and she's got the bed that I made when I was 12, and this weird funky little jewelry box that I made. Everything. She's got everything, and she just loves them dearly. And I walk in and I just go, they're horrible, Mom, get rid of those. But, you know, she loved them so much that I would always want to make her something because I just knew how much she appreciated it.
My mom raises Arabians, and one of our holiday traditions that we do as a family is ride in a sleigh on Christmas Eve. So there's like we have a team of 4 horses with like an old-fashioned sleigh in the snow, and we just, when we were young, we would push each other off of them, and like you have to run to get back in, but that's what we did.
We are back with the 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Let's get back into it. The holidays are all about making memories, so it's no wonder that the 3 siblings in this next story gather to celebrate Christmas in their childhood home. After discovering a hidden surprise in an antique desk, they embark on an unexpected journey that will help them discover the power of love and family.
Or under it.
This is special.
But only of sentimental value, I'm sure.
No, I admit it. I stand corrected. Did your mother ever show you the hidden compartments?
What hidden compartments? Whoa! I had no idea. They're letters written to my mom. Dearest Caroline, I miss you more than you can imagine, but my heart is buoyed by thoughts of our engagement.
Oh, your father was quite the wordsmith.
This is from before my parents met. Signed RJ. These aren't from my father.
Guess we have hit a dead end. That was definitely not the right RJ.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're gonna have to look somewhere else for answers. Initials are definitely not gonna be enough. I mean, am I crazy? Seriously, why do I care so much about letters from some random man? So he was some ex-fiance, so what, right?
I think this is about finding out who your mother was.
Or who I thought she was. You don't keep letters like this unless they really meant something to you. And you certainly don't keep them a secret. I don't think she even told my dad about this.
I think your mother wanted you to find those letters.
What makes you think that?
I mean, you said she used to hide presents for you in the desk drawers, the Christmas scavenger hunt. I think maybe this was one final gift just for you.
This is the story of a charming little town called Christmas, Colorado. The townspeople have made it their mission to convince a resort developer, Madison, to build a new ski resort in their town. But everything may be perfect just the way it is.
Madison, what was Christmas like when you were a kid?
It was a lot of fun. My folks would have our friends and neighbors over. Everybody would eat, laugh, sing Christmas carols. Inevitably, we'd end up in the front yard having snowball fights.
Let me guess, you always won?
Always. It was everything you'd want Christmas to be.
Do you still have snowball fights with your family?
No. Both my parents are gone. But I still have great memories. That's the most important thing.
How are you gonna celebrate this Christmas?
Oh, well, I was just gonna stay in Denver. Maybe watch some Christmas movies on TV.
Alone?
Well, it's okay if that's what Madison wants.
You're helping decorate a tree, so you're part of this family now.
Well, Gage, I think it's time for the lights. No big button this time.
No, not this time.
Okay. And 1, 2.
2.5. 2 3/4. 2 7/8.
3.
Best Christmas ever.
Let's check out another scene from Welcome to Christmas.
No? Something on your mind?
I'm just trying to figure out how to say something to you.
When have you ever not known how to talk to me?
No, but this is important, and I don't want to mess it up.
Okay.
I loved Beth. I loved her like she was my own daughter.
She loved you too.
And when she died, she took a piece of my heart with her. But I still have room in my heart for new people to love. And there's room in yours too, Gage.
And how do you know when you're ready?
You just do.
We've got more Miracles of Christmas coming right up, so snuggle up and stay with us. Welcome back to our 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special. I've got so much more in store for you. This next story is about a young .com CEO, Amelia, who returns to her roots in Christmas Creek to find her Christmas spirit.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah, fresh pine trees. There's something special about tree hunting.
No offense, but being an outdoorsy search and rescue worker, I would have thought you cut down your own tree.
Well, I would. I just want to, support local businesses.
Right, of course, that must be it.
Hey, don't forget, I'm here helping you, right? You remember when we were kids and we used to pick trees? You always went for the skinniest one.
They were the runs of the tree lot. I was just trying to give them a chance at a happy Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they were very grateful.
There it is.
Okay, I can't take that twig back to the cabin, okay? Sorry. Oh, you see that? Now that is a tree.
No, we'll never be able to carry that.
Oh, yeah, we can. Come on. I've got faith in us.
Oh, well, I am glad one of us does.
Well, shall we?
Okay.
Starring Tori Anderson, Steven Weber, and Steven Huzar, here is Return to Christmas Creek.
What if we're meant to be here? You're roasting chestnuts on an open fire. And you being here is gonna, get your dad and Harry back together again.
I love your hopeful optimism, but that is very unlikely. Do you ever wish you could just go back in time and change that moment?
You mean the moment when you left? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Life is a lot out of our control. We should just be grateful. Grateful about moments like this.
Oh. It's hot.
Oh, I told you. You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
No, me too.
Mike?
Sorry to interrupt that. I have Scout on the phone for you.
Thanks, I'll be right there. All right. I guess we better go.
Yeah, I guess so.
This next story follows Noelle, who was raised by the Queen of Christmas. When Noelle inherits her late mother's house and all the Christmas decor that goes with it, she begins to see Christmas through her mother's eyes and stumbles upon love in the most unlikely of places.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. I thought the house was empty. What are you doing in there?
Sleeping. At least I was trying to. I think the better question is, what are you doing out here on my roof?
Your roof. Oh, wait, Noelle? Janet's daughter? Welcome home. I'll meet you up front.
Oh, no, just wait.
Here's another scene from our next movie starring Christina Milian and Mark Taylor.
Hey, on time and Christmas cookies. Well, someone's getting invited back.
Thanks for inviting me. Am I the first person to get here?
Nope, all's accounted for.
But I thought you said that you were gonna have a lot of people over.
You know how the holidays are. People get busy and then they wind up canceling last minute.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's just Scotty,
Hi.
me, you.
Ooh, that basement is freezing.
Oh, right, and Dave.
Surprise. For both of us.
I am going to check on dinner.
We'll be right back with more of our 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special.
Well, a few things make me grateful every day. One is just taking a deep breath. Makes me really grateful, and knowing I'm alive. I'm very grateful to be alive. I think it's just such a gift. I also love hearing the voice of my friends and family a lot. It just makes me grateful to have that support in my life. What also makes me grateful is being in nature and just taking in the majestic creation that Earth is, really. And it's just being in that place like we are here that it just really makes me grateful to be alive and to have this opportunity to live on this earth.
A miracle moment that I had was actually recently, and it was holding my niece for the first time. I have two nieces and one nephew, and I held her when she was a week old, and I just looked at her and I just broke down. I don't know, she was just so beautiful. And just seeing my brother and his wife so happy, and it was just, that was probably just an amazing moment where you realize sort of the beauty of life. On Christmas Day, we would always go to the hospital and sing carols to all the patients that were there. And that was something that we started when I was really young. So we kept doing it every year. And then something that I realized was really special to me.
Welcome back to the 2018 Miracles of Christmas preview special here on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. This movie is based on a song by Blake Shelton and the book written by his mother, Dorothy Shackelford and Travis Thrasher. It's the last Friday before Christmas in New York City, and a massive storm is brewing, forcing two strangers, Heath and Kara, to travel together. And their unlikely connection takes their hearts by surprise. Take a look.
Whew, what a Christmas Eve, huh?
does your family usually spend Christmas Eve?
Well, we have this nativity scene that we set up, and then my mom and I would go outside in the backyard and roast chestnuts and pass them around to all the neighbors.
My dad would always pull out his guitar, and we'd play together. We would sing every Christmas song we could think of.
Yeah, my mom and I would stay up all night just baking pies.
Yeah. We would wait up and open our first present right at the stroke of midnight.
We did that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna miss out on that one this year.
I have an idea.
Why does that not surprise me?
Here's another clip from the movie.
All right, this is a country act you might actually like. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Get in there.
I cannot believe you found this.
I told you they were famous.
It's for you. Merry Christmas.
What'd you do?
My dad has one that he loves, and he always brings it out at Christmas. So I don't even know if you play, but. Okay, so you definitely play.
I had one of these growing up. Thank you. It's perfect.
Oh, bye.
Wow, that looks good.
Not bad for an improvised topping, huh?
Who knows? Maybe you started a new Christmas tradition.
That's not a bad idea.
Where are you going?
It's Christmas. I'm gonna go start my own miracle.
In this next story, Samantha spent every Christmas as a child at her beloved Nana's house. Once her parents divorced, their family traditions were slowly forgotten.
It was so great. And the holiday shuffle took over. My sister and I were bouncing from mom and dad's. I mean, we tried to keep all the traditions alive. It was never the same.
I know how much you miss your grandmother, especially now that the holidays are here.
It won't feel like Christmas without her. And now that Dad's selling the house, there'll be nothing left to go back to.
That is why you and I are going to Aspen to celebrate Christmas. And it's going to be our first Christmas together, and I intend to make it very special for the both of us. And who knows? Might spark some ideas for your book.
But what if I can't write it?
Or what if you write a really great book? You'll be famous, always on the road, signing books, speaking to your hordes of adoring fans. We'll never see each other. You know what? You're right. Don't write it. Terrible idea. Don't write it at all.
Thank you for making me feel better.
I'm your biggest fan.
Before her Nana passed, she extended a very special invitation for each family member to spend one last Christmas at her house to relive the list of traditions they'd built long ago.
Hey, we got a package. It's from Nana's lawyer.
Well, what does it say?
Here.
Thanks.
It's a letter.
Oh, well, read it, Sammy.
My dear family, Merry Christmas and welcome home. It's been much too long since you were all together. I only wish I could be with you. I ask that you put aside your sadness and enjoy Christmas the way we always used to. Just in case you forgot, I've included a list. My wish is for you to complete this list as a family.
What's the list?
Oh my gosh, that's all of our old Christmas traditions. Put up all the Christmas decorations. Pick a tree from Finch's farm and decorate it.
Make gingerbread cookies. Drink Nana's hot apple cider, of course.
Go ice skating. Get our family picture with Santa at Benjamin's Diner.
Go to Cedar Ridge Christmas dance. I love you with all my heart. Merry Christmas and God bless. Nana. Wow.
Thank you for joining me and Happy the Dog for the 2018 Miracles of Christmas Preview Special. Remember to tune in starting October 26th to both Hallmark Movies and Mysteries and Hallmark Channel for all your cozy Christmas movies. May you and your loved ones have a wonderful holiday season. Good night.